platforms for everybody?
Oh yes, because other people have volunteered to share.
Okay.
Sharing is
I'll be
caring.
taking the USS Miami.
Okay, folks, live stream is live. Take two. This is a multi-station version of Dangerous Wars. This is a cool trick that we don't do very often because it can be buggy as fuck. But when it works, people can share boats. Yep. Revan, which boat did you say you took? The Miami? So I'll take the Scranton. Ah, Yasik's already got the Scranton. Never mind.
Am I going to need any T-lambs for this?
You're going up against a May and a pair of Eudaloys, so...
I think you can load only TSAM. No,
Tasm.
TASM.
Okay.
Phasms. Evening Shear. See, Ocelot hasn't shown up, so it doesn't look like I'll be... I guess I will take the May.
Raven, anybody, do you have multi-station ready? Because you have chosen the same boat.
I was waiting for Figmo to join us. He was going to be joining either the...
Who's chosen the same boat?
Yeah, that's fine.
Raven and anybody.
I can't weapon load.
Oh, I assigned all the stations to myself.
Revan
So
wasn't...
only one person should have this station. Should have this boat. So maybe I can be on the Udal. Okay, but Grindler is so Grindler has come.
Yes.
So we need probably the mission for more people.
Well, it's multi-crew, so if people don't mind sharing a boat, that's not a problem.
That's what I was saying. I think we needed more platforms in this.
Yep, or more platform in this mission. So for the 6 persons, at least. And Ghost, you'd like to play on the multi-station with Ocelot, yes? Am I right?
Well, Ocelot was... I had hoped Ocelot was joining, and he said he had two of his friends that were going to take the May, but they're not here. Also, neither is Figmo. Figmo was supposed to be joining me, and we had planned on maybe taking one of the 688s. But if space is becoming a problem, we can perhaps expand it, or
one Udaloy and one Los Angeles.
Just that.
okay. I mean, if you want to make it more balanced, it doesn't have to be a second Flight 3. You could give us an older boat or something.
Will be nice.
I don't mind. I don't want to be causing a bother. But if we have enough boats for crew, fine. If not, then I will let the mission makers decide what they want to add in. Figmo, if you're within the sound of my voice, you better get your ass over here. Ocelot's just on the way over now, so he shouldn't be too long. He will take the May, along with a few of his buddies, I think. That's what he said on the chat anyway.
They're either changing missions or adding more platforms to this one.
I think they're just expanding this one. It's a very simple mission. The submarines kill the frigates and don't get killed by the May or the frigates.
Yeah, generally kill them all.
Yeah, find them and sink them. I'll be back in a moment. I just need to restart Discord in admin mode. I should really just start doing this from now on. Okay, I'm back. And Figma will be joining about the same time for as Ocelot, so that should be fine. Is the new mission created, or you? I wasn't sure if that had happened yet.
Session is ready.
Not yet. Okay, session is ready.
Joining now. I think we're just waiting on Ocelot and Figma and his buddies. They are just updating the database.
Magda, pamiętaj, żeby sobie zrobić assign station i wszystkie wrzucić.
Alright, I will take the Toledo. And I believe... Oh, Anne has the Toledo. That's fine. I will take the other one. The Miami. Oh, no, Revan has that one. Damn it. It's fine.
What is Mystic? What kind of weapon is that?
The Mystic.
Yeah.
Which system is this? Is this from the 688?
Yes, exactly. 688.
I believe the Mystic is the swimmer delivery vehicle for the SEALs. The Navy SEALs.
I think it is a rescue device.
Yeah, it's the DSRV.
Oh.
So you don't need that.
MK8 SWV.
Right. Sorry. The Mystic is the DSRV, the the deep submerged rescue vehicle, and the other one that you just gave us, the SPV, that's the swimmer delivery vehicle for the Navy SEALs. They get fired out a torpedo.
Okay.
So you don't need either of those.
Prepare.
And here comes Ocelot.
Ja dałam gotowy, że ja tam nie mogę wybrać broni, więc w sumie nie wiem, z czym płynę.
To wiesz co, to wyjdź z gry. To znaczy nie z gry całej, tylko z sesji wyjdź. Ustaw sobie na single, na misję singlową, wybierz to, co będziesz chciała i wejdź jeszcze raz. To będziesz miała ten ostatni zestaw. Bo to jest błąd po prostu przy multistation. kurde, no wszystkie Los Angeles są zajęte w tym momencie. A Magda, ty potrafisz grać na tym Udaloju?
Średnio.
No to nie wiem, to może Jacek, ty byś się zamienił, co?
Sorry, am I taking the Toledo that Anne wanted? Because if that's the case, me and Figmo can just work with the Udaloy instead if this is better.
Jak
There you go, Anne.
możesz wybrać?
Jeszcze raz, bo coś nie wiem, zrywa mi cały czas.
Wybrałaś platformę? Nie możesz wybrać Miami, bo Miami już jest wybrane przez Rivana. Musisz wybrać inny okręt. Okej, Scranton jest wybrany przeze mnie, musisz inny wybrać. Okej, Toledo i teraz naciśnij Assign Stations. I wybierz wszystkie tak, żeby przyszły na twoją stronę. Jak to wybierzesz, dopiero wtedy możesz wybrać całą resztę.
I'm back.
That's fine. You got Ocelot's guys, Eiley, waiting for the Oscar fix, which shouldn't take him too long. And then when he joins, he'll be set. And then I'm still waiting on Figmo. I've PM'd him to say he needs to hurry up because he said 5 minutes.
Had a bit of an ant problem I needed to fix.
Well, as long as you fixed it.
Or like 10 under my desk.
That's one way of sorting it out. One of these days they're going to evolve, and all you're going to hear from the ants is gas, 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 and watch them pull on a mop suit. You will be so screwed when that happens.
Except I didn't use dust or gas or anything. I just swept them up into a dustbin and threw them outside.
That's a solution. That's fine. If they figure out how to defeat that, then we're about to be enslaved by ants, so don't worry about it. Sheer, it is indeed a vegan in the background, because I downloaded the vegan and then never changed the wallpaper after I saw it. I was like, yeah, awesome. Oh, in other news, for those of you who don't watch me on Discord, you wouldn't know this, but Belsim Tech just announced and confirmed they'll be running the Phantom.
Of an ant saying gas,
and
gas,
behind.
gas, and pulling on a mop suit.
You're welcome. It'll be a 6-legged mop suit as well, just remember that. So yeah, I'm really happy that the Belsim Tech from the guy are the guys that are doing it and not ED or Veo, because I've not been impressed by what they've done so far.
In this phase of the preparation, I will be drunk. Just before we start the game.
Sounds like a typical Soviet captain, to be honest. Carry on.
Mr. Konovalov is my hero.
I love how most of the experienced people are on Red 4.
Yeah, because why not, right?
Personally, I'd love to be driving an Alpha, but
You don't like the Alpha. You like the speed at which you can run away in an Alpha.
no, I like the Alpha. It's just it'd be at too much of an acoustical disadvantage for this one.
Yeah, your 688s are going to be harder to find. Don't you worry.
This is 688Is, so
They're the Flight 3s, yeah.
it's not like going against the Dallas, which would be slightly easier.
Oh, Figmo, you're messing us. This
Some
whole
people
thing.
on an IL-38.
Yeah, Ocelot is going to help Shot by Gun and Eiley run the May. So I think he's going to fly it, and the other two are going to use the sonar and the buoys and all that fun stuff.
Okay.
That'll be interesting. I kind of want to see their point of view on that. That would be pretty cool. I'm still waiting. Hey Roll, how's it going? I'm still waiting on Figmo to come along. He'd hoped for a 688, but he's not quick enough, so he's going to have a Udaloy.
I can give up my 688.
No, you're not doing that. He needs to learn the hard way.
So 3 Udaloys and a May versus 3 688 eyes. He's here.
Hey Figmo! How's it going, Roll? This will be a multi-crewed version of Dangerous Waters tonight. Alright, come join the server, and I will I will assign you the stations that you want. We'll be sailing in the Udaloy, which is the number 3.
Yes, and that's the surface ship, the destroyer or cruiser. I can't remember.
I would consider it it's a destroyer, basically destroyer with a guided missile system. It's the Livchenko, the number 3.
Beautiful. Will we be separating into different coalition chats, or?
We will be, yes. We will be, yes.
Someone will need to move me, or Blue 4 will just need to stay here.
It's not a massive problem. If the worst comes to worst, we can talk with team in there.
Yeah.
Figmo, once you're in, select the Livchenko. That's boat number 3, and I can assign you stations once you're connected. Then whoever's the weapons officer gets to pick the weapons.
Roger that, boss.
Which brings me to my next question. What parts of the ship do you feel comfortable with?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Heck, if you're feeling the least comfortable, you can give me all the tricky stations and I'll just let you captain.
I can weapon.
You can do weapons, okay.
I can sonar, but when I say I can sonar, I can know the very basics of sonar.
That's fine. I can talk you through the rest of it.
Beautiful. So weapons
Indeed,
and
Phoenix.
sonar, then I'll let you handle all the complex.
Okay, cool. If that's the case, then go ahead and join, select the Lovchenko, and get on. And once you're there, I'll assign you the stations. Because technically, I was the first person to pick it, so I get to choose. I get to do the assignments.
Okay. I really couldn't give two monkeys, but you assign to what station?
Yes,
Because
indeed.
it's fun.
Which of you is going to take TMA?
Well, the nice thing about the frigate is that you don't tend to do TMA on the frigate very much.
Lame.
It's quite simple. Most of the detection that you'll do in a Udaloy will be based off of the passive sonar, which is like a towed array, and you can just let the TMA chew on that themselves if you wanted to. But you'll also be using bathythermographs and the chopper once it's been out there long enough, which you just get bearing lines anyway. There's not really TMA involved with that.
Yeah, I'm just going to be lame and use auto TMA here on the sub.
That's fine. Alright, Figmo. Let's get you assigned. So I will take...
There we go. It's vessel 3.
It should say the Livchenko when you select it.
Surface 3.
There we go.
Yep.
Right, time to assign you stuff.
Okay, select that.
Okay, so I am going to give you weapons. I will give you the sonar and the towed array.
Roger, dodger.
Is there anything? Is there anything else missed? Yes.
But Figmo, you have different database. you have to download database narrowband pics.
Oh,
Which
yes.
will cost earlier.
If you just look up the chat, you'll see there's a small file. It's only a couple of 100k.
I wonder what that was.
Yeah, you need that.
Lee also needs it.
Oh, he's got it.
No. Up earlier in the chat when he joined, says his client files are different.
Yeah, he needed the Oscar fix,
Oh,
which
his
he's
interface files. Oh, never mind.
yeah, he's got that.
Okay, where the hell do I need to put this? I'm guessing in the DW root file.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anywhere specific?
What's the name of the folder that when you open it?
Bear with me. Let me go ahead and actually play fine. There it is. Dangerous Waters. There we go. Dangerous Waters. There's audio cinematic database. There you go.
There you go. So just put it in the root folder. And let it overwrite whatever it says it wants to. Yes, Phoenix. Figmo will be joining me and we will both be sailing and failing together in the Udaloi.
Oh, with aircraft and multiple Udaloys, us LAs can't even come to the surface for link data.
That's the nice thing about deploying your long distance radio wire. You can receive data from each other. Only one of you has to come to the surface, and even then,
Yes, but then those two can't see each other.
well, I guess you can just PM each other your positions.
Yeah.
Because if you mean to tell me that people don't do that in this game during multiplayer, you're all liars.
Is this gonna be one of the missions where you have to be above 5 knots for so long?
I don't think so. But
Okay.
Pepe and Yasik, they're the mission makers. They will tell you. Normally tells you in the mission file.
Remember, Pepe completely smashed me with an SSN, no, SAN 8 or 10. I can't remember which one it was, and I was fine. Yeah, 6.5. That was funny.
Okay, Figmo, you ready to go?
I'm literally just on the game loading screen now.
Stellar.
Screen, force alert. Now
Just
got the cool typhoon going.
Yeah, just left click. It'll skip it.
Got paranoid is making sure my VLS tubes are filled with TASMs.
TASMs are a little hardcore for a Udaloi.
Not really. What's our defense suite? Did we have cash down?
Yeah, we've got CWIS and we've got obviously the missiles on the rail.
Yeah, but which CWIS?
Good question.
You reassign the stations I need.
Yes, I can reassign their stations.
Yeah, babe.
No, I'm not. Oh yeah, you get.
Stream and cheat.
You better fucking not. I will fight you.
He's serious. You're like, oh, his inner class region will come out.
I bloody hope not. There's not a single person in me there's not a single person that's got me anything to do with that. Alright, you get weapons control, torpedo control, weapons control 2 because you have two decks and 2 launchers. Weapons coordinator, towed array, and hull sonar. Actually, I tell you what, I'll take one of them just in case for whatever reason you disconnect. That way I'm not totally. That way I'm not. Alright. We'll just go with the loadout that's stock. That should be plenty enough for us in terms of our torpedo count. All right. Say again.
Do I have SSN sticks?
Yes, I think.
Might have many plans now.
You should. You'll definitely have because you have the torpedo launcher as well as one of the weapons loaders. You will have access to sub rocks. All right, Figmo. Yep, Ghost Dog's in game. Figmo.
I'm in game, yep, looking at my beautiful Udaloi.
Awesome. Yeah, we get the AK-630 for CWIS.
So it's not a cash down, sadly.
I don't think they were modelled with this because this is a Udaloi. Okay.
Tan is just completely utterly overkill. Alright.
Are they blue 4 people leaving, or are they red 4 going into the blue
I
4
have
room?
no idea.
Are the Red 4 guys able to change channels?
I'm not.
Let me just quickly check to see if they have. They may have already moved.
Wait, are we all red 4 in here, or are we all blue 4?
It's
I'm
gone.
blue 4.
Well,
Right. Obviously, I'm red 4 because I'm in bloody Udaloy, so.
Revan, I can't move you, but your team has already moved to the blue 4 channel.
Oh.
Bear with me a moment. I don't suppose anyone here can move Revan to the blue 4 channel? No? Okay. I don't think anyone was able to pick up there. You may want to just quickly risk an alt-tab, Revan. You can sometimes do it if you're quick. Because I just alt-tabbed and it was okay.
Okay.
If you need to restart, we'll restart. It's just the way it goes. And then you can just stay in the blue 4 channel until we're ready to go.
Alt tabbing.
Good luck, Raven.
Do it! Hey.
He's changed channels. Let's just see for the disconnection message. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I could tell someone obviously was very angry when they made this mission. Make sure the fucking cargo ship makes it to port without fail, or it's your ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Balboa is expecting the important shipment on low-key deal. Don't be bringing a bunch of trouble into port with you. If you run into any problems, deal with it at sea. You
Yeah.
are the wingman. Do whatever the task force commander asks you to do.
Quite simply, force protection. That's what we're doing here.
Beautiful. Okay, you got the passive sonar, right? And I've got the
I have the air. I have the air. I have the. I have the sonar buoys and the control of the buoys. You have the ship passive and active.
yeah, so hold the active obviously, as it's giving me all
Yeah.
the ping.
Yes,
commands.
please. Yes, let's not go active straight away and announce our presence.
Yankee search, motherfucker.
Nope.
And then of course
I will stream the Toad Array for you.
That's good. Yeah, there you go.
And you'll have a
waterfall. Yeah.
At the top right corner, you'll notice there is a depth gauge to tell you how deep the stream is going.
There's array depth, yeah, in meters. There's array heading. There's cursor bearing and cursor beam.
Yeah. Just monitor the array depth because.
Gotcha. 54 meters.
Okay. I don't suppose you happen to know what the layer depth is there. You wouldn't know.
Correction. 3 meters.
Yeah, I was going to say 54 meters is not what you're at. I'm going to stream this out pretty long, just so you know.
That's fine. That's more sensitive microphone for me. Okay, and I've got weapons coordinator, which is of course you get your screen with all the contacts on it. Select the contact, mark it, and then go down to your actual weapons control, mark the contact, blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Silo status, Gauntlet or Silex? Silex is the torpedo launcher, isn't it? And drops a torpedo.
I believe so, yes. But if you press escape and hit USNI reference, you can look it up yourself.
Yeah, sorry, and I've got the Gauntlet, which I know is just that's the SA8.
Yep. Silex is surface to surface or anti-surface or submarine. The Gauntlet is your surface to air missiles. That's what you'll use to shoot down incoming nasties.
Yep.
Hua?
So bloody quick. you got radar? You have got radar, haven't you?
I do, but I'm running MCON at the moment.
That's fine. Cancellation sniper charges. Light missiles. Surface to air missiles, torpedoes. Torpedoes. Yeah, awesome. Passive dual purpose. Dual purpose torpedoes, the fuck?
Yeah, that means they're good against ships and they're good against submarines.
I see. Airdrops, yeah, a whole bunch of bullshit. Torpedo rocket. Yeah, all the usual stuff. Missiles, yeah, the SSN series, the Silex. Yeah.
That's cool. I've got access to the rear gun and one of the launcher sets, and you've got access to the other. So if we end up in a situation where shit's coming in and you don't know what you're doing, I can grab at least one of them.
That's fine. Speaking of which, I don't have the CWIS control. I've only got the 100mm. Sorry, the 400. Say that again.
Okay.
4.
It's the AK-630. You don't see the option for that?
No, I've got Silex 1 to 4 as my tubes. I'm going to assume the
Yep.
gauntlets are in launcher 1 to 32. Of course, they're multi-barreled launchers, so fair enough.
Yeah.
And I've got the 100mm gun, the 4 of them on the front of the ship.
Okay, no drama. I've got these. I've got CWIS, which is currently set to hold fire at the moment. I also have one of the manual guns.
I swear there's 4 on the ship, isn't there?
Nope. It's 2 double-barreled. It's 2 double-barreled. So you'll have one of the CWIS and I have the other. Well, or that's how it should be, but I think I'm just controlling them all.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, this is based off of the interface for the Oliver Hazard Perry, which only has a single CWIS. So.
Yeah. It might just be that each gun will have its own like single AI, so that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Gauge. To be honest with you, I don't think we should plan to be that much in this shit.
No.
Yeah, you've got one deep array and one shallow.
Alright, I believe you've actually got control of radar.
Have
Yes, it's the button below the Toad Array icon. So you'll have one that says AS search and one that says surface to surface search. That's the radars for turning each one on and off.
Aztec, acoustic, bridge.
Thanks, Phoenix.
Oh yeah, we got contacts. Okay.
Yeah. Did you do a sweep there, likes?
What?
Did you turn on the radar likes? Because you said we've got contacts.
No, I'm talking. No, I didn't turn the radar. That's how you die.
That's okay. I was gonna say like, what are you doing? Turn that off. It's like
Con radar, stop messing. I'm going to come down there and beat you with my sandal.
All right, Pepe. I'm gonna push on ahead of the convoy, and I'll start screening to the north. Okay.
Grindler is our team leader, so check
Oh.
chat. You have orders for going north.
Oh, very well. My mistake. Sorry.
No link or comms. Position the screen. I am 3 nautical miles north of it. Luda DDG. That's good. That's fine. West altar. Dead wide. Max speed. Okay. Based on depth and area, assess submarines are approx 30 nautical miles far to wide northwest.
Okay. I'll have our ship answering bells for maximum speed. Flank speed. Stream. Yeah, wait for that. Wait for the speed. This is a destroyer. It can push it for how loaded it is. It can push it.
We lost that contact. We lost the...
Yeah, you're gonna lose it pretty quickly because we're gonna be blind.
Make turns for 3-0.
Actually, I'm gonna make sure that the Toad Array isn't about to snap off.
Cavitating. We're cavitating. That's nice. So I can use a single beam to look at a single waterfall, apparently.
Yes, it's quicker because you send the ping out over a much narrower area, but obviously it's a smaller area, so it's fine for if you've got a rough idea where they're going to be. It's a pretty handy way of doing things. You've also got OmniSearch, which does several lines in smaller areas, which might help you, but I wouldn't bother with that.
Yeah. Sonar blind.
Yep, you will be.
Some salt in my eyes.
Very well. That's all I can say, to be honest.
Under what circumstance would you recommend a Yankee search? That's if we're being shot at, I'm guessing.
I would probably say once we know where he is, or once we're pretty sure they know where we are.
Yeah, if we know where he is, we can verify range. Yeah, I get that. Okay, good. Okay, torpedo control, UGST, USET 8T. Okay, that's fine. Good.
Okay, lair is at 170 meters, so just bear that in mind, okay?
Okay. Array depth.
Yeah, your array depth is going to be way under. So I would expect you to be way above the layer if we're traveling at 30 knots. It's going to be pretty useless anyway.
I've still got a faint contact, even though it's loud as fuck up here. Yep.
That's the May.
Beautiful.
That's true, Phoenix. We should be using the helicopter. The helicopter is not at alert status.
See, it's dropping sonar, boys.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, taking me to admire this amazing ship. Look at it, it's beautiful. We could do with a more modern, like, port of Dangerous Waters, like some more updated graphics. Like, to keep it as it is, just update the graphics engine. I think you'd attract a lot of people that way. Considering most of the
One step at a time.
most of the kids these days are all on about graphics and shit. Sonar Capitan, acoustics, new contact bearing 081, assigned spec 1909.
Alright. I've got the contact by ESM, that's fine. That's the May, he's turned on his radar.
Roger. Why am I getting acoustic contacts then? They're all over the fucking place.
Well, we're surrounded by a convoy.
True.
Your radar is sensitive enough to get away with that.
Like, bloody hell, the convoy's a while away though. I'm not getting any contacts. No, actually, the last one was 212.
Well,
yeah, it's the cargo ship.
Yeah. Well, you see, the nice thing is even in this mode, you can go to the map view and just look at the 3D mode, and if you look around, you'll see that we're not that far. We're not too far away, too close away to them. They're on the horizon.
Yeah, I see him. What's the bridge like of this thing?
Looks like the same as the Oliver Hazard Perry.
Ah, shame. So it's not got the different stuff.
Does a fine enough job.
Yeah, that's a fishing boat, Ghost.
Yep. Just gonna let EW do their thing, because all that is an antenna listening for whatever's pinging away.
Yep.
No threat to us in terms of MCON. If everyone else wants to blast out there with their radar on, then that's their problem. Oh, I was an idiot. I totally should have given you the lookout position. That would have been hilarious. I think the bridge and lookout are the same though, so that's not so handy. It's gonna be kind of hard to It's gonna be kind of hard to control the ship if you're the one at the bridge. Explosion bearing 252.
Yeah, 252.
Looking.
That was a big bang as well in the
Yeah.
sonar.
Yeah, it's
Big
going to wash
white
out.
patch.
Yeah, you're going to wash out the sonar pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Pepe, is that you? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Hmm.
It's got an explosion in the water.
I think it was from Sonoboy.
Oh, splash from the. Yeah, it's a splash. Yeah.
Kind of error. Splash.
I was panicking and like, what the hell?
Yes, it is a splash because we've just had. I think it's Grindler drop a Sonoboy.
Right, okay. Can I look at his sonar, boys? Or is that not a thing?
I can do that.
You can do that.
I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring the. I'm monitoring the sonar profiles for the helicopter, which means I have to monitor the ones for the ship. So anything that's a buoy is on me. I can't split that console, I'm afraid.
No, that's fine. I was just wondering if I should be seeing that.
I actually meant
Not
to
a
give you
splash.
this one instead of the passive array, to tell you the truth, but just the way it is.
Yeah. I'm fine with the sideways waterfall. It's fine. Yeah. Gee, I'm surprised Nick, if you picked that up on your sonar as like an explosion. On my waterfall, it's like just a tiny little bigger split than
Yep.
everything else.
So it's probably just a splash then, because if it was a proper explosion, the entire area would be echoing, and you wouldn't be able to detect anything. It would actually wash out the. It's like you're going at high speed almost. It'll just wash out the sonar for a while.
Yep.
I don't know why he's deploying Grindler's deploying a bathythermograph, because if he just tunes into Pepe's #1, then he doesn't need to do that.
Mm.
And I've got link data on the May as well to our northeast. So that's good. Right. I'm gonna let Auto TMA handle that shit because I've got way too much stuff to do right now. It should just start merging stuff together. Get rid of some of these extra lines.
That's what I'm doing as well. I'm doing a bit of housekeeping.
New surface contact bearing 297.
That's, I've got grinding now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm amazed how sensitive this is because even though we're going sort of 30 knots, I'm still picking up all the stuff. It's very noisy in the water currently.
Yeah, it will be because I'm blasting along at 30 knots. I'm basically trying to sprint along so that I can get to the area that Grindler wants me to patrol.
So the bubbles from our prop mean our two props mean we're cavitating, right?
Oh yeah. 30 knots this close to the surface, you better believe we're cavitating.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just wondering if that was a cool thing that Dangerous Waters did, or if it is actually useful. And I
It is
found out
indeed.
that it's useful.
It is indeed. Because now we are very loud. If the 688s can't detect this, then someone's not paying attention.
I'm guessing their job is to sink our cargo ships then.
And us.
Oh yeah, of course. Where does piecemeal? Did the Russians have capital?
I don't know if they had an
Or
equivalent.
the equivalent to capital, because that's hilarious to use.
I'm not sure that they do.
They have, but only from submarines or MPAs.
There we go.
So we don't, but the Mays might if they've packed them. For that, I expressed doubt.
Yeah.
Like 6 minutes to the first turning point. When I get to that, what I will do is I'll quickly slow. Ah, there comes the first sonobuoy up there. Station number 4, monitoring. Still being chucked through the air right now, so we'll see how it goes.
Look at this May dropping his sonar buoys from ridiculously high.
That's fine.
Literally
It just means they take longer to get to the ground. I mean, that's all that really happens. He must be quite high up though. That's 5,000 meters.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's I can give you altitude.
I hope he understands the difference between meters and feet.
Well, 5,000 meters is what, like 20 now, 30,000 feet ish.
Yeah.
It's like airliner high.
Yeah, it's literally Mile High Club right there. Those things are just gonna go. They're gonna be flying through the air from literally like a mile or so.
The speed of a dropping sonar buoy is 260 knots average.
Damn. That'll do it.
He's dropping more as well.
Yeah, he's gonna drop a string, but he's gonna let them drift, which is totally fine. Totally reasonable. To be honest, as long as I can tune into them and detect whatever it is he's sending, I don't mind.
Yeah, true.
He says they're out of range and I'm getting no data, but
Yeah, that's because they're still dropping.
yeah.
700 meters now, and the first one he dropped. I'm gonna watch it down.
Yeah. Are you watching that on the camera now?
Yes. His little
See,
sonar
the
buoy.
other thing that's going to confuse him a little bit more as well is now there's a random chance that your sonobuoys will break.
3, 2, 1. Bloop.
Splash.
Down it goes. Blink. We should be getting explosion notice now.
You'll get it in a moment or two. The sound needs time to travel through the waves.
900 meters down on the second one. He's like, yep, there you go. Forward now.
Powerboat. Okay.
3, 2. Oh, this one's actually floating. It's going so fast. 1.
Yeah, I see that. It's going to skim across the water.
Yep.
I bet they're really glad they've got a parachute on them.
This other one's coming down from 14,000 meters, 1,400 meters now, 1,300. These things are going a fair crack as well.
Tell us about it. I'm going to check on this helicopter.
It's also very confusing watching these things drop in such a low-res screen. It kind of makes me feel kind of sick a little bit.
You can press the slightly bigger screen. You can press the big button next to the little arrow keys to make it full screen.
I've got it on full screen, yeah. Watching them drift.
It's a shame they can't model the parachute just sitting off there.
Yep. That'd be cool. Hopefully in cold waters we'll be able to play as aircraft soon. That'd be awesome.
That will be sweet.
Right, okay, we're coming to this first turn. Ghost. Pretty close to it now. Yeah, I've got a complete whiteout now of sonar. I've got the resolve function as well.
Yeah, that's how you'll notice that your towed array can detect contacts on either side of it, left and right. If you resolve port and starboard, you're telling the computer to ignore the port or starboard side. So you pay what you do is you don't do that until you're absolutely sure one of them is the false contact. And all that would happen there is you'd probably just mark both of them, and then I would commit a turn, and you would just watch to see which one rotates around with it.
Yeah.
The one that stays true to its bearing is the contact, and it's not just going around with the microphone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool.
New track 1.
Come on, first turn. Just under, what, 100, 250, 300 yards, just under it. And that would be 100 yards as of now. And that's a new contact.
Powerboat.
That's a powerboat. That's the Udaloy, apparently. What?
Oh yeah, it will be the Udalai. We're in a turn, so you're actually detecting us.
Or is it?
You're detecting us as because the towed array is still continuing its course while it gets dragged through the ocean. Imagine if you will, imagine if you will, like the towed array is like a water skier. So when the boat turns, the water skier keeps on going a little bit further forward as it curls round. So we're actually now stepping out of the boundary that the towed array has, and we're now drifting into the path of our own microphones. So when you make a turn with a towed array, this is the same for a submarine as well. Like you're dragging a water skier, you'll find the towed array picks you up for a little while until the towed array straightens out again.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
So yes, you will detect me.
Long ass way away. Whoa, that's a Jesus.
Yeah, the towed array can go pretty far when you want it to. Let's see, 1,000 meters. Just kicking back a kilometer.
Okay, do you want to do a slow down or not?
Not yet. I want to be about 12 miles away from, as per Grindler's requests, I want to be about 12 miles.
What does you?
How are you getting on, Pepe?
Bridge lookout. New surface contact. Bearing 0, 1,
I'm
0.
streaming Toad Ray and monitor situation, and I
Cool.
have nothing now.
Okay. Ooh, buoy number 4 is hot, but I don't have range data on it. It's going to be even more fun when I finally get around to get my helicopter deployed.
And then the hide and seek begins.
Oh, the hide and seek's already begun. It's just we have there. That's us. Alert starts 30, so in 30 more minutes I'll be able to launch. Oh yeah, I prepared both of them. We have 2 helicopters.
Yeah.
So once I get the first one in the air, I can turn the other one around with, I think, about 10 to 15 minutes.
Beautiful.
Oh yes. It's alright. Once we end up going slow, your job will begin then.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just sitting here now, debating whether I've got time to go and get tea or a beer night chill.
You do. You got about 5 to 10 minutes. You got about 5 or 10 minutes before I need you.
Roger, Dodger. Well, I'm gonna con sonar. Gonna go get some sort of fucking liquid inside of me,
Go.
or I may die.
Go ahead. Hmm.
TAO EW. New track 1925, bearing 260.
Con sonar back at the station.
No new traffic.
Looking now at the previous logs.
We've got a hot buoy at channel 7 and a possible and a POS sub at channel 4.
Contact number.
Look at the map. Look at buoy number 4 and number 7. If it's red, then it's detecting things.
Yep. Okay. 8 and 7 detecting things.
Yep.
Ours are 1, but 1 and 3, but they're in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. So we kind of got an idea what they'll be detecting.
Okay. It looks like the contacts around 8 have been classified as various commercial shipping. So.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
However, 7 is a boat high confidence surface ship.
Hmm. They're still working on that. If it's a surface ship, they could go and do a visual flyby.
Yeah. However, if it's the wrong type of surface ship.
Well, there's going to be a problem with that because the only hostiles in the game for this exercise would be a pair of 688s. So if it's a surface vessel, not a hostile.
Beautiful. That narrows things down.
Okay, Figma will get your ears on. We're going to 10 knots.
Indicate pitch for 1.
Ears are on.
Focus to the north.
No longer cavitating.
TAO EW. New track 1926. Bearing 335.
That's the May.
Yep.
Who's pumping out radar for some reason.
Okay, sonar is clearing up.
Should be.
Yeah, one definite loud contact and one very faint one.
Talk me through the faint one.
TAO EW. New track
Faint one.
1931.
Check.
Bearing 310.
I could have been being an idiot. No, that's definitely a faint contact.
What's the contact number?
That's what I'm trying to figure out now. I have to go down that whole goddamn bloody list again, Ghost. Fuck you. Okay, contact number track 1930, bearing 010. A sonar.
Understood.
Shouldn't give me range.
It won't because you only all you get from the towed array is bearings. So here's how we're gonna. That could be port or starboard side. Okay.
Execute turn like an interrogate.
Yeah, exactly.
TAO EW. New track 1932. Bearing 265.
I'm hoping to get into range of buoys 8 and 9 to triangulate as well. There's plenty of smart ways to do this.
Yeah, our loud contact is crossing over the quiet contact. Lost him for a bit. He's in the loud contacts noise.
Yep. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a turn to the port.
Okay, I'll resolve port side once you tell me to.
Well, what will happen is first of all you'll see you'll start detecting the Udaloy. You'll start watching that. Focus on your two contacts. I see 1927 and 1928 coming up in the track.
I've got 1927 is my loud contact. 1930 is quiet.
Okay.
Bearing rate is minus 0.3.
Yep. Missile 229.
Missile?
Yep. Put the radar active now.
I don't have radar, dude. I have no radar.
Yes, you do.
Weapons control, is it?
Yep. You'll see underneath the towed array. Looks like a picture of a mast.
Mast, yeah, okay.
Yep. You'll see ASM air search radar.
ASN air search radar. I see ADT. Yeah, got it. And SDD. Got it. Radars are on.
Go loud. let them sweep. Let's see what turns up. The missile launch happened which bearing? 229.
Doesn't tell me. 229. I'll go there. I'm gonna go ahead and load Gauntlet. Ready, Gauntlet?
No, that's Grindler. He's at bearing 223. Guarantee he just deployed a Silex.
Well, just in case the Gauntlet is on the tube now and warming up.
Okay, cool. I'll ready a Silex then.
I've got Silex in mine.
I've got Gauntlet and Silex available. What was the... Just remind me quickly, which one's the anti-surface... which one's the ASW, the one, the rocket power torpedo?
The Silex, yeah.
Silex, that's what I thought.
Are we making this port turn?
I've made the turn to port.
Okay. Let me go and select my... Okay, I've only got that one contact left. I'm going to go and resolve port. Resolve. There we go. Resolved.
Okay, so you think it's the one to the port?
Let me go and check. It should tell me on the map.
Well, if you look through the history, you'll see one turned with the ship and one did not. Alright, we've got a POS sub 1637, courtesy of the May.
Roger, Dodger. Port side is
You know,
gone.
look for bombs.
1927. Okay, I'll go ahead and resolve. Yeah, it's definitely on our right side.
Okay, cool.
However, it is unknown if it's surface or sub.
You won't. You'd have to do some sort of analysis on that. There's a way of doing that, but I'm not very good at it myself.
It's on the UNSI, isn't it? It's on the reference page, isn't it?
You don't have to do that so far. If you click on the narrowband search option, you'll see a table full of the different microphones. Like it's just rows and rows of like little mini.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Look for the one that's got the contact you're interested in from contact 1930.
Okay, yeah.
Helo control at alert status 15.
And then you would, using the lines that are painted there, the computer will tell you what it thinks it is based off the signature. You may have a couple to choose from. You can choose the closest match that you feel is most accurate. But I think the Mays have found a POS sub.
We're turning back on course. Are we? Or are we not?
I'm orientated. I'm going to continue on this course now, slightly out to the northwest because it seems to be direction of contact. Got a hot channel. It's at buoys 8 and 9, so I'm just waiting to come into the range of them. But we're well over 15 miles from them, so it's going to be a while.
I've still got that one loud contact on the Toad.
You will do. That will be to our starboard side.
Yeah.
Ocelot's like, yeah, we're ready for tasking here. Yeah, keep looking for the sub. Keep tracking it. Another.
Yeah, that's... 2 seconds, I'm now doing 1,000 things.
Yeah, it's a very busy map now.
I'm checking contacts and verifying on the sonar.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it, man. Though that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Your helix is ready.
No, it's at alert 15.
Yeah, oh, roger. sailor's ale, which is very nice.
Nice. So it's on deck at alert 15. I've got it set to alert 5. Once it's on alert 5, I can launch it.
Absolutely beautiful.
TAO, sonar soup, missile, bearing 2.
Missile.
226 is coming from Pepe, I think, or Grindler. I think they're prosecuting.
Missile, bearing 2.
Yeah, my radar is still on. Don't we turn them off?
Yes, please.
Radar is off.
Bearing 226 is roughly the direction of Grindler. So I'm going to guess he's throwing Silexes out.
Yeah.
I heard that ping.
I didn't hear a ping. There's a ping.
I heard a ping.
Come on, ping us again, you bastard. Let me see you.
Did you not hear that?
No, I ain't got no. I was one. No, so I've got 2 contacts now, but one is my loud fishing boat, and the other one is a way fainter one.
Okay.
Maybe we have a sub. Bear with me.
That ping is not a submarine ping. That's if I was a betting man, I'd say that's from a buoy.
An active buoy.
Yep. Which would make sense.
Yeah, I've just lost the faint contact.
Yep.
He's gone. Yeah.
I'm out of range, so I can't even look at the data that the May is feeding us.
That's our Udaloy. Roger, dodger. What are you?
Just tidying this up a
That's
bit.
ping? Yeah, I heard that ping.
I was going to say, you surely heard that one. You should have a section that says active intercept.
Yeah, that's on my active console.
Yep. Have a look at that and get us direction.
Jesus Christ.
Set it to auto crew if you don't want to deal with it.
Bear with me. Signaling active ping. Active intercept. Yeah, active intercept is on auto crew.
Okay, cool. So if we see anything like that, I should start drawing it on the map for us.
Yeah.
New track 1943, bearing 170.
I've got so many old tracks of the May.
Yeah, I'm tidying them up as I go. Like some of these are nearly half an hour old, so I'm not bothering with them. Right, so Ocelot's now prosecuting with active Sona boys on the last POS sub. That's fine.
Okay, I've got rid of the ghost contact of that ship. That's another active ping.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, okay. Carrier. What's its history? How old is it? I need to dunk my head back in this sonar. I've still only got that loud fishing vessel.
Very well. Don't get too fixated on that though, obviously.
I'm still looking. I'm just scanning. I've only got, yeah, but I literally only have tag 5-2, which is
Yeah.
the...
Confirm those were Silexes going outbound. Friendly Silexes. I've got them on the link data now. They're going out to contact 1024, way to the southwest.
Roger. Got them on link now, have we?
I'm hearing several pings. That must be...
Yeah.
Can you read out the frequency of those pings to me? Never mind.
Explosion bearing 203.
Going to the bridge to look.
We're getting lots of pings.
Yep. Direction.
It refuses to tell me. To be perfectly honest with you.
The active intercept, you should see a ping from a direction.
Bearing -1, range 3. That's what I'm changing here. That is what I'm changing. RIP. Active track. Nope. Mode. That'll be it. Active passive. This will tell me where they're coming from, won't it? Single ping on the.
No, you don't want to do a ping. That's an active ping.
Exactly.
There should be something there for that. I'm a bit worried about him.
Exactly. As I'm also now getting starting to have a little bit of a panic about how many pings we've
Okay,
got.
I'm gonna go loud. So I'm just gonna turn up the jams.
Cavitating. That is many pings.
Yeah, I'm worried.
No. That's our Uloy.
Yeah, I'm making a hard turn to port,
That's good.
and I've gone to 30 knots, so don't expect much work for the next little while we get this.
Oh yeah, shit. We did have a No, we didn't. That's fine. That's my bad.
Okay.
Like when you've made this turn, go dead. I may be able to pick up. I may be able to pick someone up because on my whole sonar waterfall, I've just got little tiny weeny dots of where we've picked them up.
Okay.
Right next to the big massive line for our friend the cruise liner, or correction, the cargo ship. And I think he might be using that cargo ship as cover.
It's a smart play if he is. Ah, finally getting data from Channel 9.
Bridge lookout. New surface contact. Bearing 309.
That's Grindler. We're visual with Grindler. Need to make sure I don't bump into him now.
Or something is sinking.
Oh?
Yeah. A freighter is sinking.
So someone just sunk a freighter. That's what the pings were.
Rip.
Alright, I'm going to resume course back north.
Roger. Nice, so we are visual with Grindler, that's nice.
Nice to know if we could detect where those torpedoes came from.
Were they torpedoes?
Well, that's what the pings were.
At alert status 5.
Alert status 5. Chopper's coming online.
Wait, so those pings giving us that was a torpedo.
That's very possible.
Yeah, I see it's turning back. My Toad Ray's still going to be blinded as a bat for a bit.
Indeed. Helicopter coming online.
TAO, sonar soup, torpedo in the water, bearing 2.
Torpedo in the water.
222. Yep, see. We are going to turn starboard and move away from it.
That's not coming at us, chill. That's going to be launched by someone like Grindler.
Do you want to take that chance?
No, I don't.
Yep, that was my thinking.
That's an undersea contact, that. Not on my sonar,
Okay.
else's. He's dropping more buoys.
Yeah, he is. Suits me just fine. More data.
I've got data on the 2 torpedoes he dropped.
You mean the buoys?
Those 2 torpedoes he's dropped. Contact 0081 and 0084.
Yep.
Down at the southwestern end of the map.
Yep, those are the ones he was using to attack the submarine down there.
Beautiful.
sonar buoys going all over contact 1656 to the west as well, which probably means that we're not going to be getting too much action. But if that in the next few minutes, once that helicopter goes in the air, I'll be all over it.
Yeah. Lots of dipping, I'm going to presume.
My helix can go over and dip the sonar into that as well, so that should go well.
Yeah. See, I've got my whole sonar, it's on active mode, and I can't choose. Like, there's no ping intercept, as you keep saying. It's like there's no
There is an active intercept, but I'm just not sure where it is on the Eudaloy. Because it's if you were in single stations, there's a page left and a page right for from the electronic warfare station, which I can see, and it's not there.
I've got it.
You've got that.
Yes.
So.
And you'll understand why when I'm saying the button itself is like a greeny red on a greeny red background for me to go to the next page.
Ah, there you go. So when you go to that next page, that's you looking at your active intercept now.
Yeah, I've got that. Right, I'm going to keep on that page. It's probably quite interesting.
Well, as long as you know how to get to it, that's what's really important. Because when you start hearing pings, you can read off the number and look it up in the naval intelligence. And if you're really stuck, you can give me the number and I can look it up on the naval intelligence. Because once you know what frequency the active sonar is pinging at, you can probably identify it.
Nice.
So, for example, we'll know if it's a torpedo and if it's friendly or enemy.
Mark 48.
Yeah, exactly, right? Not the kind of news you want.
Yes, that's definitely not the kind of news I'd be wanting. But like, right, okay, I'm going to go stand on the deck of the ship. If we get hit, I can get away.
Yeah. Expecting a launch for the helicopter very shortly.
Ah, there's pinging. Yep. Ping active. Looking at this now. What's Pepe stalking? I'm going to assume it's another sub.
Pepe's like, nope, I got to run from ADCAP. That's what he's detecting. Pepe, where's that ADCAP coming from? I'll put a Silex down the bearing. Pepe's busy.
The name is ADCAP.
Advanced capability, Mark 48.
Ah. Yeah, that would make sense. You want to run from that, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Pepe?
Bridge, helo control, helo away.
Helo away. Well, I'll be fighting subs today.
Eagle Storm Bridge.
New track 1945, bearing 335.
I'll set the other one up while I'm on the way.
Helo link established.
Excellent.
I grinded the surface. Udaloy. How is this?
You have control. Roger, out. TAO, sonar soup. Missile. Bearing 245. TAO, sonar soup.
Missiles.
Bearing 2.
Yeah, that'll be PP.
TAO, sonar soup. Missile. Bearing 299. TAO, sonar soup. Missile. Bearing 245.
Wow, someone hates people.
Missile. Bearing 245. TAO, sonar soup. Missile. Bearing 299. TAO, sonar soup. Missile. Bearing 244. TAO, sonar soup.
Oh, I think someone just bagged the Los Angeles. Yep.
That. Turn the radars on right now. Turn the radars on right now.
Yeah, Boom. Both radars are on.
Air search and surface search.
Yep, looking.
5 will get you 10. That many, that many torpedo, that much stuff coming online is almost certainly bad for us.
Missiles from 1656. Not seeing anything on the air defense radar.
Kill 1610.
Yeah, you've got a contact. Undersea contact. Track 1656.
Looking.
Undersea. Undersea. Helo.
Yeah, it's not going to be an undersea helo. You're hearing the helicopter in the sonar.
Yeah, I know. No, but seriously, there's 1656. It's from the helo. It's linked from the helo category sub. 1656 bearing 336 range 33270.
Getting the data now.
Not seeing any missiles coming in.
Yeah. Getting lots of intermittent contact there, but that's fine. That's right, Roll. I can do that.
I think Pepe may nail this sub. Actually, he's over on the other side, the western side, southwestern side.
The guy at contact 1024.
Yes.
Yeah, he's throwing ASROCs out there.
Also, contact 1024 sub. MPA my 1661 now high confidence base.
Yeah, I'm going to set up a firing solution for 1656.
With the Silex.
Yep. You can do the same if you want.
Bear with me. I think you might have Silex actually.
You have one as well. Remember, we've got 2 weapons. 1661.
3 seconds. Prepping weapon station. Silex.
Where the heck is 1661? There's so much stuff on the radar here.
Yep. Standard missiles unloaded. I can't load Silex for some reason. What the heck?
It's because you've already loaded the other missile.
No, I haven't. I've unloaded this. I've unloaded it. It's empty. Silex is empty.
Okay, select the Silex plan first.
Yeah, Silex plan. Yep.
Yep. Set a plan up to basically engage. Oh, Ocelot's gone disconnected. That's not good.
Right. Okay. Bear with me. Do you want me to turn the radars off now then?
Yes, please.
Radars are off.
Oh, Yasek's gone as well.
Yeah, Yasek's gone.
He's been hit, I'm guessing.
Probably. Were they on the opposite team? They were, weren't they?
Ocelot's on our team, but he was in the MPA. He was in the
That's fine. Okay, which one am I hitting? 16. What contact am I hitting?
The contact was 1661, but I'm trying to find that one. Also, it says his game crashed.
I think I'm seeing. Yeah, that's an undersea contact there we've got.
I don't see contact 1661. Where is it?
I'm looking for 1661 now. I've got 1661. Yep.
Direction.
If you look at the TAC map, it is to our southwest.
Southwest west. Vicinity 2818.
Well, we're going to second. We got a torpedo in the water bearing 189. That's to our rear.
Yep.
Is that us or not?
Unknown. There are torpedoes that direction, but they're a long way away.
Okay, do you see contact 1924, the red submarine on the TAC map?
Yep, seen.
Just next to that, right and up.
Contact the mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so set your Silex plan to fly out that direction.
Bear with me. I guess that's just by moving the steer points, right?
Yep, just move the steer points as desired.
Doop.
Okay, and set the seeker pattern wide.
Seeker pattern wide. Where's my seeker pattern?
Just click the button that says seeker pattern. Yep.
Wide, yep.
And then move the end game point and the fly to points so that the cone covers the target area. if you're tracking that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ice anybody else, yeah?
Then missile control, cyclic Silex.
Hold on, need to go ahead and quickly refine this. End game and fly to over the contact like that.
Okay.
Fly to further.
And on my count, we will fire.
Hold on, I'm refining still. Want to make sure I definitely ice this guy.
Okay. Doesn't have to be too much of a work of art. Remember, you're dropping a torpedo in that vicinity. Right. Grendler's already put weapons outboard. We're going to do the same as soon as it goes.
Okay, so.
Say when ready to fire.
One plan target. How do I apply it? So.
Just hit select plan number 1, which is the plan you've got selected, and select Silex silo status.
Yeah,
And,
Silex. Boom, loading.
okay, let me know when it's ready to fire.
Yeah, warming Silex now.
Say when ready.
Ready to fire?
Fire 1.
Fire 1. Confirm. Firing.
Let me know when the weapon's away.
Silex away.
Missile bearing 281.
Firing 2.
Sonar soup missile bearing 280. DAO sonar soup missile bearing
Weapon away.
280.
Weapon C.
0, 0, 0. DAO
Ready again.
torpedo in the water.
Again?
Yep. Repeat.
Roger.
I'm going to shift this. I'm going to shift the plan slightly.
Sonar soup missile bearing 27.
Yeah, okay, I can also shift the plan.
I'm going to shift mine slightly north, shift yours slightly south.
Okay, so shifting mine slightly south.
Ready to fire.
Wait 1. Missile control, number 1. Plan select. Ready to fire.
Fire.
Fire 1. Silex away, bird in the air.
Fire 2. Bird in the air. We'll keep the rest. Taking a hit.
Whoa, loud explosion.
Taking a hit.
Fly me out. Have we taken a hit?
We have indeed.
Hit?
Yep, we're done. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Grindler called Missile 342 just a second or two ago. Well, our Silexes are away. Let's see what happens. Our survey says...
Cannot believe again I've been iced.
Oh, well, it's a habit in this game of mine, don't worry.
That's fine. 342.
That was out to the northwest.
Was that Tasm?
That must have been.
Should have kept the radars on. Shit.
Did you not have them on?
No, not when we were firing. You don't
Shit, sorry, I did, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, I've learned something there. Always have the radar on when you're prosecuting. That's fine.
You may as well, yeah. At the point where things are going loud, you may as well just go turn everything on. That's a bit annoying, that, because if I'd known that we were expecting that, I totally would have set the CWIS on. You'd think the problem is with the CWIS is if you set it to completely full auto, it'll just fire on anything anywhere near the ship, including your own Silexes.
Yeah.
So setting it to full auto is not a good idea if, for example, there's friendly air or friendly missiles in your AO. So as soon as the Silexes were on, I was going to turn on the CWIS, but I just wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't matter anyway because the CWIS relies on my radar to give it an idea where it is first.
Yeah.
It's not CWIS as we know it. It's the RTD2 8N baby. Takes information from our radar. Okay, yep, there goes the torpedoes. They're being released on the pre-plot points.
He's just say Grindler's figured out where the guy is. He's about the vicinity. He's about buoy 8.
Buoy 8. Oh my Jesus Christ! Yeah. What banging range?
Yeah, it's probably a harpoon actually. Ocelot's just saying in the chat he clicked outside the game on his second monitor and the game crashed. And it turns out that his buddies were sitting in the multi-station thing, figuring it all out, and 2 stingers to the face. So the Ocelot, so the ILMA got shot down as well.
Wow, stingers at 5,000 meters, my ass.
Yep. Well, I don't think they were at 5,000 meters by that time. Bear in mind if if the vessel was unpiloted by that time.
True.
What's really annoying is I've got my own little helix, just my K-27 helix, just flying around by itself. I wish I could just jump in at the position there and just take over. Sadly, the game's not that clever.
Yep. Well, all the Silexes reached their pre-planned points, which is good.
Yeah, they've disappeared, so they're now dropping torpedoes and doing their thing, but we can't see that because, well, we're dead.
We're dead.
So all we can do is hope that 4 torpedoes is enough to do something to that guy.
I'll bet you money that guy pinging us was the LA at
Well, we can find out. We can just go to the replay and end mission. When we disconnect, that doesn't stop Grindler.
Yep. If it is the LA, it's going to really annoy me that active sonar intercept button is not more obvious.
Yeah, Revan got us.
Yeah,
He was the only guy to the north.
Exactly, because I would have been there like, yes, that is you. Right, Ghost. Look, there's a Los Angeles there.
Well, the thing is, that ping would not have been the submarines pinging us. That would have been AdCaps. We would have had the bearing on them and just would have launched some Silexes down that bearing.
Yep. Right, so I can end mission, right? And
yeah, if you end mission, you can go to the replay and look at it for yourself. I'm doing the same thing right now.
Replay. Oh yes.
They are pretty well positioned, actually.
Revan, yeah. Well, Jacek got destroyed, and as did what's the other one? Revan
and Pepe.
Jacek and Bunny.
Yeah. To be perfectly fair to Ocelot, that Sonoboy number 8 was right on top of Revan.
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
Sorry guys, my game crashed a couple minutes ago and good luck.
No problem. It's just Grindler versus Revan now anyway.
Yep. Got ourselves tasmed or harmed.
I'm finding that out now. I want to see what he threw at us. I'm going to guess it's a harpoon because I need it. I took 2 hits. UGM missile apparently, so he probably heard us do our missile launch and realised that we were not, in fact, a hostile vehicle. Oh my god, it's even worse.
What?
You know what killed us?
Go on.
Sailing into a car carrier.
Really?
Yeah, look at the end game.
Oh, you are fucking kidding me.
Yeah, well done, Lookouts. You had one job.
One job.
That's rather embarrassing.
So, not only have we just sank the multi-million, bloody, what the hell is the Russian currency?
Rubles. Billions of rulers.
Billions of ruble ship. We've also crashed it into a bloody car carrier.
Yeah. And what's even worse is now my boss is not going to get his BMW. It's like stuck somewhere between here and Panama. Sorry.
Christ, I cannot believe it. You know what annoys me? It's annoying me even more. Okay, I saw him. Okay, I went onto the 3D map. I was just looking around to see where we were, and I saw the that cargo ship, but the solution wasn't 100%. So I'm like, you know what? Not there, because it's been me classifying him, and of course the may overflew him. It's not there, and they're like,
dude, if you see something, say something.
Cannot believe that. That is just crazy.
That's hilarious. A big old wide ocean, and I managed to find a ship to crash into. At 30 knots as well. I wasn't doing it by half measures.
Yep. Like I said, if you're gonna crash into something, you're gonna have to commit.
Ramming speed.
I bet Revan's like,
Revan's gonna be like, "Woo, cool, awesome, great. Phoenix is gonna kill me.
there goes, yeah, that's when we died. There goes our missiles. The maid has got itself smashed. Yeah, I don't think our missiles did jack all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think the missile. I think Yasek's ship was already exploded by then. But
Yeah.
no, that was hindsight's a wonderful thing because I I remember Grindler telling us to fire after I'd already put the 2 Silexes away. I was like, well, let's finish this attack, and then we'll set up for the next one. And the next thing I know, bang! I was like, oh well.
So it wouldn't even mattered if I'd actually shot, because I was going to say we didn't get any missile warnings from anybody else. You know what I mean? I only saw our missile, our bridge crew saying bird away, that kind of stuff. There wasn't, missile, that kind of stuff. Ah well, we tried.
Yeah, we tried our best and failed miserably. Oh well. I'm gonna just shift over to my own Discord channel for a little while, and I'll stop the stream for a moment or two while we get this episode in the bag. PP, thanks very much. I'm not really sure. We'll figure it out then. First, I'm going to go over Revan and congratulate him on killing a Udalai with a maneuver kill. Hey, Revan.
Yes.
Well done.
Well done about what?
You were in my AO and you managed to sink a Udalai without firing a shot.
What?
Yep. I sailed into a car carrier while prosecuting an attack on one of your buddies. At 30 knots.
I'm surprised I haven't been sunk yet.
You've just been very good at staying hidden.
Oh, there's a reason for that.
It's just you and Grindler now.
Okay. Yeah, that oiler.
Mhm.
The way I've been staying hidden, I've been beneath it or behind it most of the time.
I knew it. I was getting context. I had you. You little bastard. I was getting this really loud contact, but then when it turned, you'd appear. And I was seeing this really faint little contact. I'm like, classify. And it wouldn't let me classify because it was too close to the loud contact. I'm like, you sneaky. I said.
Well played, Revan. Well played.
I said to him.
Well, I was close enough to the oil tanker. I thought the May made some passes over me a couple of times.
It did.
I was
It did.
within 2 nautical miles, so I was like hoping that they would mistake any mad contacts on me for a mad contact on the
Oh,
oil
they weren't getting mad contacts. They were flying at 5,000 meters.
Oh,